Hello, I'm Thierry Baudet. I'm a member of the Dutch Parliament and leader of the Forum for Democracy political party. We've just published our party's manifesto. Elections are on November 22nd, and in point 6 of our 12 rules for the Netherlands, we have committed to offer political asylum to Julian Assange and Edward Snowden. Julian Assange is a political prisoner who has been held in Belmarsh prison in Britain since 2019. He's been incarcerated for 4 years now, pending extradition to the USA, which is prosecuting him for espionage. In fact, what he did was to expose American war crimes in Iraq and Afghanistan. That he should be facing prosecution for his work as a journalist and as a whistleblower shows how dictatorial and totalitarian the West has in fact become. This is the same West that gives lessons to the rest of the world about democracy and human rights. Such hypocrisy. Prior to his imprisonment, Julian Assange spent 7 years in a small room in the Ecuadorian embassy in London, where he sought asylum from baseless rape charges issued against him in Sweden, charges which were eventually dropped. We can recognize a pattern here, with the recent similar accusations against Russell Brand and Andrew and Tristan Tate. The charges against the Tate brothers have also been recently dropped, but not after they'd spent 3 months in a Romanian jail cell. These people, all these people, have taken on the system, and the system has fought back against them ruthlessly. Assange has now spent 11 years inside. He faces a sentence of 175 years by the American justice system. Edward Snowden has luckily made a new life in Moscow after revealing the extent of spying and surveillance practiced by the American Secret Services over all of us, all over the world. Yet he too deserves asylum in a Western nation, which is why we've added it to our party program, to offer asylum to Edward Snowden as well. You see, the Netherlands was a neutral country for hundreds of years. It's home to the Peace Palace in The Hague, the seat of the International Court of Justice. And state sovereignty is the basis for the United Nations Charter and the international system. And while the American prosecution of Julian Assange is a disgraceful example of extraterritoriality, an attempt to enforce US laws on other countries, I want my country to renew its policy of neutrality and its support for international law and state sovereignty. So Julian and Edward, I hope I will be able to welcome both of you one day to my country as free men.